Hey guys, so this is the first of several projects I have to complete for a swap. So I thought I'd go ahead and film this, and I don't know if I'll show all of them together as one video or I'll break them up. But anyway, I created a shabby kite for this person. And so this is all made out of fabric except for the structure of it. I created a cross type of, structure out of balsa wood. I glued it and also tied it in the center where the two pieces join in the middle of this kite. So just like you would be constructing an actual kite you would fly. This probably would not fly, it's too heavy. But anyway, I have used some satin from a wedding dress that Linda gave me, and Linda's YouTube channel is Crafty Linny P. Hi Linda, if you're watching. Thank you for the appliques and the wedding dress satin that you had gifted to me some time ago. So this actually, this big applique here in the middle is what Linda gifted to me, as well as the background satin. And so I covered the structure with the satin and used my Helmar's glue, the 460, to glue down the sides. So none of this is sewn. And then I layered up some appliques that I had in my stash, like over here, these appliques here, this one here at the side, and this little dangly piece here. So I layered it up on top of the applique that she did give to me. And here at the top I had these appliques. So very sparkly, and there's lots of pearl sprays sewn in here. This applique that she did gift to me already had some sequins in it. And then I had some flower sequin trim that had been gifted to me by excuse me, by Vicky, TryArt67. I took a wood veneer here and heat embossed some of the Stampendous embossing powder in the shabby white and gold. And there's actually this Hobby Lobby trim that's like a plastic netting trim that's been covered with this really super soft cotton. I created a banner with that, and it's actually only adhered at the bottom and the sides because I kind of wanted it to hang down. The kite is meant to actually hang from the ceiling. I put a some fish or some jewelry wire, that's 6-pound jewelry wire, on the back, and looped it through some garment pins. Sorry, I'm going to show you that real quick after I get this off there. Here's the back, and the back is finished too because I don't like to keep that unfinished. So you can kind of see some of the structure here, but there is some interfacing in between the satin and this felt here on the back. And then I used some garment pins over here and at the bottom to create like this triangular shape. But what I've done is fish some wire, and you can barely see it. It's some beading jewelry, clear monofilament, I guess is what you call it. And it's 6-pound strength. It will hold this kite, and it will hold it at the proper angle because there's actually 2 sets of string, and it's kind of hard to see. But wanted to show you that this trim is from Hobby Lobby here, but you can see it peeking out on the back here from the kite. And then I created a very long tail, and here's part of the tail. You can see I added some bows because that's kind of what I think of when I think of like a really girly kite. Those little bows that you would see at the end of, at the start of the tail. And then I used seam binding to do that. There's quite a bit of the tail. The tail is probably a good 15 feet long, maybe not that long, maybe it's 6 feet, but it gives it a really nice effect, and you can tack it up to the wall or something like that. But yes, I made this kite so that you could hang it from the ceiling, so it could hang in your room. And this is going out to my swap partner with 2 other items. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, and there may be videos to follow this with the other projects. Hey guys, so this is the second of my 3 projects for the swap that I'm doing. You saw the Kite prior to this video, so this is the second one second item I'm making or have made, and this is actually an altered. They call this a library drawer, and I'd gotten these on clearance at Michael's, I guess. No, Tuesday morning, I think. I don't know. I got a couple of these. Maybe it was Joann's. Maybe Joann's. Sounds right. They're made by 7 Gypsies, and typically you get the drawer and you get these month like index cards, and of course I didn't use these. The recipient that is getting these projects requested I do shabby chic as the style, and that was just fine since I enjoy doing that. And so I used this as the second item because we agreed to do a crate, and I didn't want to do just a regular crate, you know, so I had to dress it up a little bit. Here is my altered library drawer, and I will actually show you the drawer itself. I'm going to have to take out all of these items. I knew that was going to happen. So what I did use to cover the drawer is I did first paint it, not all of it, just the corners or the edges, so that if you could see a gap between the paper, that it would not show the original color of the drawer, which you saw was brown. And I used Magnolia ink paper. So this is from Magnolia, and I don't remember the name of the paper, but here is a scrap of the sheet that I used to cover the box, or the library drawer. So you can see the pattern here. It's got 2 feathers on it that are blue and yellow, and then it's got this really pretty spray of, I guess they're forget-me-nots, I'm not sure. They're white, and then it's got this blue script across it too, and then you can see also some places in the paper where they've made it look distressed and cracked. So that's the paper that's covering the drawer, and then I used a different Magnolia paper to do all of the inserts that I made for the library drawer. So this is kind of like an embellishment drawer, really, and I tried to you know, make it all shabby stuff. So here is the the front part of the drawer. You can see here I've covered it all over with the paper, even the bottom, and I put the Tim Holtz feet on it, and then I added this glass knob from Hobby Lobby. I went ahead, it came with the like the drawer pull, but I didn't like it because it actually says 7 Gypsies, and I, you know, I'm not gonna go for that. So I took it off, and it left 2 holes under the paper, so that was fine. I put a hole in with my drill and put this knob in there, and it's a really nice vintage looking knob, and I think it adds to it. I did not, if you notice, I didn't put any like flowers or lace or anything on it, and there's a reason for that. Because this is supposed to be functional, I wanted the person who's getting this to be able to use this in their craft room and not have to worry about things falling off, or being able to put it right up against something else, like you know, on a bookshelf with books, or next to something else that is storage, because we all have limited storage space unless you have a huge room that's not full. A lot of us are not in that scenario, but this drawer is meant to be able to be functional, not just look pretty, right? And I kind of tend to that sort of way anyway. So let me show you what's in the drawer. Now, I decided to make my own pocket, not pockets, but inserts in here, and I used a different piece of the Magnolia collection. I don't have all the collections. I bought packs of paper from Joann's when they were on sale, and it was 25 sheets of the same piece of paper. And if you guys have seen Magnolia paper, you know how pretty it is. So what I did was I cut pieces of paper size to fit down to the library pocket. So like this is a portion of that sheet. And look how pretty that is. This is a different piece of paper, excuse me, than the one that is covering the box. But it went so well that I thought I could go ahead and use that, and I thought the recipient would like that too. So I made them into little folders, just like the manila ones that actually came with, not well, they didn't come with this drawer. I purchased a set just to see what they were like. And then I used my Stampin' Up! Tab punch to make all of those little tabs at the top. And they can either be used, there's enough in here to be used for, like, say, filing addresses or something, or as folders. So I did put a few in here for the person who's getting the box. And I also catered the box to more of the shabby side of the what do you call it, embellishments that are in here. I didn't hand make any of these embellishments just because the swap is actually for the larger items, so I didn't bother to do that, and I hope that's okay. So here's the first thing in the box. I just made this little hanging heart. You get these at the Target dollar spot. That's their initial. That's not my initial. Well, it's my initial too, but it's not for me. It's for somebody else. And then I added a little white petaloo butterfly here, and you can see that it's got like some glitter in it, and it's gold. And then this person is also very much a bling person. So look at this fabulous bling right here. Fabulous. And then this is some of the trim that you can get at Michael's. There's 2 spools on here. And you can see here I made my own thread cards. Also, not just the folders, but I also did the thread cards out of the same paper. There's also a spool of some eyelash trim here, and this actually had that pink ribbon that was on it, and I just put it back in there with something else. So here's another card. I need to keep these in the order I want them in, huh? I think it was like that. So let me just put that off to the side like that. There's some lace. Another empty card. I put 2 cards of this in here, and you'll notice that these are the shabby clothespins, and they also have a tab, but the tab is on the side, so you could easily see where that was in the deck. And there's 2 of them, 2 cards like this, because I bought enough clothespins to be able to make 2. And this is the back side of the clothespin, so if you wanted a solid color, you could use those too. So 2 cards, and then here's some note cards with her initial. Again, the Shabby Treasures. I really like the line they came out with. Here is another card of lace, and it has just a little, you know, embellishment on there from Hobby Lobby. Okay, I'm gonna go to this side, another clothespin. And some of the folders actually have some things in them. And actually, I think maybe it's just one. Here is another thing of lace. And I just put a little bit butterfly here. And this is a crocheted flower that Vicky gave me. And this one I put some doilies in. Some heart doilies. And then there's some more lace with a little pin in there and some sequins. And then the last piece is like a little bag of wood veneers and some jute twine in pink. And then I just covered it, I covered the topper with a doily and another one of those butterflies that's sitting on a tab that I punched out. And then there's a charm on here as well. A little metal charm. And then I put some things for her to alter. One of these hearts from AC Moore. Another spool of the twine. Of course, I had to give her back the spools that I got. Some of the Heidi Swap glitter. I bought 2 of these the other day, so I had to give away 1. Here's a clear plastic heart she can alter. And I put some of the heart table scatter in here, and there's also some doilies. So, that is the contents of the box, and I'm going to move everything out of it so that I can actually show you the inside of the box. For the inside of the box, you can now see the pattern of the paper really well. It's a very pretty piece of paper, right? I actually used 2.5, I think, to cover this because I had, you know, to do these side strips. Now, I didn't cover the inside sides. I put some lace around it after painting it. So this lace is some lace that was gifted to me from Vicky. And you can see it runs all the way around. I'm not very fussy when it comes to storage stuff because, like I said before, I prefer to have it be more functional. It has to be pretty, but, you know, I have to have it be functional first. And so if it's not, then I have a problem with that. And so that's kind of the route that I took with this as well, is make it functional first, and also make it pretty because it's you know, going to be sitting in somebody else's room. And hopefully it is what she can use, and she likes the items that I've also included here for her in her crafting. So that is the second item I made for my swap. Stay tuned for the third. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys. Hey guys, okay, so this is the third and final project for a swap that I'm doing. Somebody on YouTube. And so this is one of the Tim Holtz book boxes, configuration book boxes. If I turn it to the side, you will see that it is a book. But I'm showing you the front cover. This is kind of what I came up with. It's very much, you know, kind of a dimensional cover for it, and the individual who's receiving this says they like shabby. So I used a couple of different things to do this. First, I decoupaged one of my Tilda napkins down here, and then I went over that with some fiber paste, and the fiber paste is from, oh, what's the brand? Golden. And so these little peaks that you see in here is from the fiber paste, and I've used it before on other projects, but this has a different texture altogether. And then I went over that with some Lindy's Stamp Gang Moonlight Shadow Mist or something like that. I don't even remember the color, but it's blue. I kind of wanted to make it look like the sky, and originally I was going to put flowers around it, but I decided to go a different route because of what I did to the inside. So the outside uses one of these sprays from Michaels, actually 2 sprays from Michaels, and I made it look like a tree, I guess, that is growing here on the side of the book, and it's got those pink, silver, and white pearls in it and bling. And also used some fence here. This fence is from, I think I got it from Hobby Lobby, and it's a white picket fence, and I just tore some of the Tilda paper to make it look like grass or shrubs. Underneath, it's actually layered behind the fence and in front of the fence to make it have, you know, more dimension. And I also tied some lace here and put a bow on the front where the tree is coming out of, and used some more of the bling from the trees that I had left over down here in the grass to look like flowers. So that's the front cover of the book. The sides really don't have a whole lot. The front cover is really where the focus was kept, because, you know, if she wants to put this next to something else, this is the rest of the napkin actually. It says Garden Party on it, so that's the line of the Tilda paper that it came from. And you can see kind of like the, what do you call it, the watering can with the flowers in it here. And I will be signing the back. But the other thing I did was to create a clasp on the side, and it doesn't really keep the book closed because of what I did to the inside. But it's more like just to have a clasp. And I used some trim from Hobby Lobby that I had, and it's actually stretchy. So you can actually just, the heart still turns, and I put a hole through the binding part of the book with my crocodile, and then attach some seam binding to attach the heart buckle here. This person also likes bling, so you're going to see a lot of bling here in a minute. So I just detached that, and it's just through a eyelet that I put a hole in the front of the cover and tied it in a knot on the back. I like this trim a lot. It's like a pink gingham. It's really cute, and I want to use it more often, so have yet to really use it in a project other than this one right here. So the inside of the box actually has been decorated, and this, my idea was, you know, those books that you, or not books, shadow boxes that you see where they have like the bugs pinned on the inside of the shadow box. Well, I kind of took that idea and kind of ran with it. So I wanted to share some bling with her. So these are some butterfly blings that I kind of used as the specimens you would have, and also the flower, you know, bling here, and there's another butterfly there. So I didn't use all the boxes that were in the configuration book box. I actually don't know where they went. I think I might have used them for another project. So I had 3, actually had 4, but I used 3 square ones here in the box, and they're glued down and wrapped with some lace, actually crocheted pink lace around the outside of the box. And I used some tilde paper as the background here on this side, and then I used petaloo flowers. So these are like a fabric, I think they're fabric, petaloo flowers in here, and some wild orchid craft flowers to decorate all of the sides and some of the die cuts from the Tilda garden party. So actually this says, my garden is my paradise. And the front of the book actually says, welcome to my garden party. And you can see what I did also was to include some bling for her all the way around. And these are just, a lot of these are pins, so she can unpin them and use them in her projects. This is a hair accessory, so it's got one of those kind of swirly looking pins on the back. You just turn it and it will come loose. You turn it a couple of times. I'm gonna get a pointer for you so I don't get my fingers up in there. So I also added a little nest from Prima, and this little fairy that I got from Tisha, the Tisha 85 Crafts. She gave me the little fairy, and the fairy is like a kind of like blowing a wish out of her hand or something like that. So she's really adorable. She's got little wings too. So you can see that I've also used the same. I've also used the lace that's on the outside of the box as a kind of ribbon that kind of flows throughout the flowers here, all the way around and up on the top as well. It's kind of a layer in there. So the petaloo flowers I purchased from Jamie, who is Scrappin' Stampers here on YouTube, from her Zibbit shop, but I believe she's moved to just an online store now and is liquidating her Zibbit shop goodies. So get over there and, you know, get some goodies. Anyway, this is not an advertisement for her, but that's where I got these petaloo flowers from. They're really pretty. They're a great pink. They match really well with the Tilda papers, as you can see, because they're variegated in color. They're not all the same color. So I think I had 2 packages of that, and I used them all up here. And then I interspersed some of the Wild Orchid Crafts cherry blossoms, the pink ones down in here. So the other side of the box, the lid part, I created some pockets. So this is some more of the paper from the collection. I gotta hold the box up for you. And so this is one 12 sheet of paper that I had to cut because this box is a 9 by 12. So that left me with an extra strip, which I thought, well, why waste that? Why not make a pocket out of it and then put some little goodies in here? So what I did was I made, in keeping with the garden theme, 4 pockets. And these pockets are made with a Sizzix die. And they're called seed packets. So you can see here there's a flap right here. The sides are not glued down because I'm not sure yet what I'll be putting in here. I have an idea of what I might put in here, but I figured she could reuse these in case she uses up what I put inside here. But you can see you got sides on it, so you can put something inside, and then you just tuck in that flap, and it's like an old-fashioned seed packet. So I'm just putting that little flat back in there. And then I used a die cut that came from the Garden Party stack for the front, and she can reuse this. I'm not going to write anything on it, just because I would like to allow her to reuse them if she would like for something else. So here's one of the pockets I created. Here's that watering can again, on another. And then here's another one that has a terrarium. Terrarium? Is that what these are called? I don't know. Little dome with the dragonfly. And then this last one is up in here. So, yeah, I thought these were really cute. And then again, I created this pocket by first taking this larger sheet of paper and the smaller strip here, and I sewed along the edges. Well, this part is not sewn down to the back sheet, just in the middle part to create the pocket itself, and then I used double-sided foam tape on this side and on this side to kind of give it some more room in the pocket, because you can't fit a whole lot in there if it's just flat sticky tape. And if you force it, this will rip, so I don't want to put too much inside of each of the pockets. And I also had just taken that crocheted lace that I had, folded it over, and then glued it down to this piece of paper here before I sewed it. So it's actually glued to this right here and not to the back. So all of these little seed packets, they go behind the lace, and it gives you a really nice look. And see, when you look at this, it looks like this side of the paper joins to this side. You know, it's a disruption. It's not a disruption of the pattern too much, and that's what I really kind of wanted, because you can see the seed packets here on the sides. That is part of the design of the paper, so I wanted to keep that kind of intact and still be able to make this useful. So this is the book box that I created along with the other two projects, which are the kite, the fabric kite, and the altered crate that I previously showed. So that is my book box. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. I'd appreciate it. And thanks for watching. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye.